And another climb. The fourth day of the trials, and Czechoslovakia is in third place. Polanka picked up 1 penalty point at the start. That doesn't mean anything yet, because the riders still face the 2 most difficult cross-country sections. And it is cross-country riding that decides the outcome of the 6-day trials. The riders come through this exacting alpine test with excellent scores. The great majority pass through all the checkpoints within the time limit. For their scores and for the nervous tension that they are under the whole day, they all deserve reward. Now the Austrians remain without penalty points. They know tracks like this. And here is the beginning of one of those sections that will decide the outcome of the trials. But between the riders on the track and the people behind the scenes, there is a big difference. It begins down on the narrow, mud-covered road. The machine of the Austrian Charles is stuck in the mud. Kelly of England goes around him, and here comes the Czechoslovak Rataj driving through like a master. Czechoslovaks in their blue crash helmets in general were the best riders. Look at the difference in riding right here on this section of the track. This is Polanka of Czechoslovakia, and this is Donauer of Austria. The higher they climb, the worse the going becomes. The German Abt, behind him Bartolo of Italy. And 2 more Italians, Spiga and Masserini on Gilead. This section of rocky and muddy road, frequently blocked by exhausted riders, this was the hardest test. To force your heavy machine to the very top, only riders in the best of condition could do that. The riders fell again and again, and again they mounted their motorcycles and fought their way on through all obstacles. Many riders come to grief here, break down exhausted. But there's never any question about the fine physical condition of the Czechoslovak and Soviet riders. The Austrian riders fared much worse in the tough cross-country test. Number 40, member of the Austrian trophy team, Stulberger. Another Austrian, Kebel. Spectators almost carried him in his machine, a poop. A 3rd member of the Austrian trophy team, Dornauer. In these sections, the Austrians picked up a nice collection of penalty points. None of the Czechoslovaks are given any. It is clear that Klimt and the others gained the victory here. Another Czechoslovak, Pekar. The spectators gather around too. They pull the heavy English machine to the top with a cable. Only a few got through this cross-country section without penalty points. The least number were gathered by the Czechoslovaks. The international trophy is within grasp. Here is the finish line at the airport at Zelzweg. There remains only the 1-hour speed test. But so far, there are no official results. For the first time in the history of the six-day trials, it is not known at this point in the trials who won the international trophy and the other contests. The riders have finished their job, but the organizers of the trials have not yet read off the results. They are in no hurry. Some gentlemen have begun to think, if that toughest cross-country section is canceled, the Czechoslovaks will not be first. In the meantime, the riders have lined up for the start of the final trial. The Czechoslovaks have decided to take this test in a dependable way without unnecessary risks. Riders and machines fight the last battle on the 1.75-mile concrete ring of the Zelzweg airport, a battle in sport. And at the same time, another battle has begun behind the scenes. And that ended with victory, too. The track organizers have to announce the results. "22 out of 26 Czechoslovak riders have won gold medals. And the main thing, the international trophy, again goes to Czechoslovakia. But not yet. They are still discussing. They are still thinking about canceling the severest cross-country section. The actual results of a tough battle in sport have been forgotten. Other interests have won, interests that have nothing to do with sport. The cross-country section has been canceled. The results are changed by the men behind the scenes. But the moral victory remains with Czechoslovak riders and Czechoslovak motorcycles, even though their victory at Badosé has not been recognized with the official trophy. The Czechoslovak Jawa and CZ motorcycles have again proven their quality. They have every right to the title Motorcycles of Victory.